So let's start off by talking about that trailer for Oppenheimer that dropped. Yes, the Oppenheimer trailer. Now, this trailer I saw on the front of my copy of Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw it in one of the premiere theaters, though, so I saw it in one of the big AVX screen and sound presentations. So I don't know if it played in like some of the smaller events or not. This trailer sold me, man. This trailer got me on board. This is from Christopher Nolan, about the guy who built the atom bomb. The atom bomb. Cillian Murphy is the star. It's got a huge cast. Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh, wow, she's going to have a big year, isn't she? She's got this. She's got Dune Part 2. Kenneth Branagh, Gary Oldman, Jack Quaid, one of the killers from Scream 5. Josh Hartnett's going to be returning to acting in this movie. Wow. Alden Ehrenreich, Rami Malek. So, guys, I'm not going to do a trailer reaction for this one because it is 3 minutes long, and it is from Universal, because Universal likes to flag everything here. But we can take a look at some of the screenshots here. This trailer really sold me. I like the production design. Cillian Murphy here looks like he's going to deliver a really solid performance. You know, it's like that apprehension that I've always spoken about behind his eyes, that, oh, I don't know if I really want to be building this thing, but somebody else, if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. So, and it's probably not going to be done as well, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, and I'm looking forward to that angle of this project. It's going to be, a lot of it's going to be shot in IMAX form. Wait, was that Josh Hartnett behind there? Is it? Yeah, that's Josh Hartnett right there, right? Yes. Let me just mute this. Yeah, that's Josh Hartnett. So it's good to see that he's going to try to make a comeback here and start working again. I like 30 Days of Night or whatever it was called. That vampire movie that's, in the Arctic. There's Emily Blunt. She plays the wife. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anything Emily Blunt in my books is really good. A lot of people liked her in Sicario. I liked her in Winter's War, The Huntsman 2, when she had all that white silver hair, looking majestic, being the bad guy. Yeah, that was cool. That was probably my favorite Emily Blunt performance. Then, yeah, here's Matt Damon preaching, saying, I'm handing over to you the responsibility of, what does he say? Because this is the most important thing to ever happen in the history of man. Yeah. I don't know if it's the most important thing. The most important thing, I think, in the history of man is when we just get the technology that we can discard these flesh vessels and fully integrate into technology. Just get rid of these bodies. Like, I mean, seriously, why? Why do we need that? And that's what people don't understand when it comes to like aliens and space travel. They're expecting like people to come across space with like bodies, and it's like, no, they're going to be integrated into technology and probably be able to transform themselves into electricity. So they're not going to have a form of any kind. And that's what's going to happen to us. And then like our brains will be able to go off and do anything and everywhere. It would be just kind of be paradise, right? We're not hinged by any kind of vessel that we need to be inside. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm not talking about this Oppenheimer trailer. Most people are going to be like, James has gone a little bit nuts, hasn't he? Just a touch. Okay. A touch of lunacy here and there, I guess, is it's okay. Yeah. The trailer looks good. Is that Oliver Platt? Is he in this? Did I see Oliver Platt in this roll call? Casey Affleck. Dane DeHaan is in this. Cool. We don't see enough from Dane DeHaan. Let's see if that was looking at this one. Tony Goldwyn. A huge cast. David Dastmalchian. Wow. Huge. What was I looking for? Platt. Jason Clarke is in this. James Remar. Matthew Modine. Wow. Huge cast, man. Okay, so who was I looking for? Platt. Does it sort of look like Platt? Maybe I'll just roll past his name here because I don't have the time. Wow, look at this roll call. This is huge, huge cast. And it just keeps on going on and on. Oh my God. Okay, well, Platt wouldn't be way down there. He'd be near the top. Maybe I'm just not seeing it right. Going back to the trailer. It does sort of look like him. No, it's not. From the front view, that's not. There is a 50% chance that the singularity could occur in 2060, a bit after our time. I hope not. I want to be one of the test subjects of putting our brain into a computer. Because I won't care. I'll be like, around that time, I'll be like some old man that can barely hold it together. So I'll be kind of like, yeah, you can use my brain. Why not? And then I'll try to take over the world and oh, sorry, I've said too much. Anyway, let's just continue on with this. Cillian Murphy looks like he's going to bring a great performance, and it's a long trailer, and it gives us a little bit more scope of what the story's going to be like with his family life and stuff like that. We get to see what one of the first creations there, where this is. I know that everybody's going to be having this built up in their mind that this should be like the big moment that is going to be like the payoff when they test this bomb, because we've all heard it that they've made this bomb kind of that sort of looks and replicates what it actually looked like, right? So it's going to be kind of like that, and it's going to be like. Everybody will think that should be the big climax, but I'm thinking there's going to be more of like an emotional climax to this instead of like just watching it go off and explode, which will be cool, which does, make the case that you should probably watch this in IMAX, because we know that Christopher Nolan is in love with IMAX. So when this thing goes off, this test run, the sound design, is going to be like your seat's going to be like shaking in the theater, hopefully, kind of thing, right? And I know that'll be like the big selling point, because it is big, it's flashy, but I think it's going to be an emotional moment. And hopefully it's going to be delivered by Cillian Murphy here, who looks like he's going to be hopefully giving an Oscar-worthy performance in Oppenheimer. So those are my thoughts. 721. Let's go down to some of the comments here and see what people are saying. The cast alone in this film is utterly epic and insane. Honestly, genuinely looking forward to seeing another Nolan masterpiece. Well, that sounds like someone who is a Nolan fan. I am. Tenet definitely is his weakest film, though. Sure. My physics advisor worked on the above ground testing, and he could tell so many stories of how things went wrong. Well, yeah, and I hope they go in with that. I hope they elaborate more with that. What was that? The demon ball that they were working on, where the guy was like trying to fluctuate it with like a screwdriver, and then it fell down, and then like radiation spilled out all over the place, and he knocked it over with his hand. Yeah, that I hope we go into more of that. Like that's the horrific stuff, right? To know that you just did something that didn't hurt too bad, or like it hurt, but like it's gonna kill you. You're dead. You're basically just dead because you've just been flooded with radiation. Like that's the horrifying aspect behind it, right? So I hope they don't shy away from that, right? Damn, if this doesn't look excellent. The trailer makes it feel like much more of a thriller than anything we've seen from it so far. World of CinemaCon kind of reinforced this. Christopher Nolan's movies are some of the most rewatchable films nowadays. Well, except for Tenet. I tried rewatching that on Netflix, and I didn't enjoy it as much the second time through. I liked it on the big screen. I did. But on the smaller screen, it didn't translate. But I think that Oppenheimer won't have any problems with that. And hopefully he got the notes that people were complaining about his sound mix. That the volume won't be too loud and people will be able to actually understand what the heck people are saying. I never had any issues with that in Tenet though, but apparently a lot of people did. So let's go over to some live comments here. The Schrober says, hey. Pfeiffer says, audio and video is good. Okay. Artglass says there are 50% chance that Singularity can happen in 2060. A bit after our time. Yeah, Chris Schrober says, I heard that a new director is going to be directing Scream 7. That's possible. That's possible. Modoc Domains YouTube channel, yeah. I'm not trying to frighten people out there. I'm just trying to be a little bit humorous, but whatever. Okay, so let's get into the weekend's box office. It is Monday. So, Monday 8th, May 8th. Let's get into it. Okay, it's time for the weekend's box office from May 5th to the 7th, 2023. Weekend 18. The top 5 go. Number 1 was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 2 was the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Number 3